Hello, my name is Darren Mason. I'm the owner of the Teggeman House. This is a 1890s Victorian located on 23 picturesque acres. What I'd like to do is give you a tour inside the house, and then we'll come and take a look at the grounds on these 23 acres and what the plans are and what we're developing for a venue and wedding-based property. Why don't you come on in? When we first enter in, we're going to be coming over in here to the game room, library, and in this room here we have a sleeper sofa and some furniture here from the early 1900s, along with some mix of some newer furnishings. And then over here we have our living room, a nice bright room here. The woodwork on here is absolutely gorgeous. We have again a mix of some old furniture here with some new. We have a very beautiful fireplace mantle with a dual fireplace that comes into the living room and into the dining room, and we'll take a look at that when we go into the dining room. The first bathroom that you come to here is a full bath. And it has the original clawfoot tub. And then if you look up at this lamp here, this is an old gas lamp that's been converted to electric. Across the hallway here, we come into the dining room. And again, very beautiful room, early 1900s furnishings. You can see the fireplace over here. That is a two-way fireplace from the living room. Again, another old lamp here that was originally a gas lamp. It's been converted to electric. And this room's an absolutely gorgeous room. In events that you say you want to have a reception dinner, you can put round tables in here, and this room itself has a capacity of 30 people or so. From here we can go into the kitchen. This is a modern kitchen and has sub-zero refrigerator, gas oven. We even have a party ice maker, farm sink. The views from this room are incredible. The catering potential here and the gathering is limitless. You have a sitting area with a potbelly stove there, and just a really gorgeous area here. You come from the kitchen into what is the pantry and laundry room, and again the catering potential here is incredible. It has the potential to have a lot of room for caterers in setting things up. So catering companies will just be delighted to have the space that they have here. Has a half bath down here to wash up and keep clean. From the kitchen, we're going to go into what we call the parlor. Again, another nice, warm reception area. The wallpaper here is appropriate to the Victorian era. Even the sitting area underneath the stairs with the settee, early 1900s furniture, be a great opportunity for a picture with a bride and groom. Staircase here comes from a hotel in Kansas City from the late 1800s. Very beautiful staircase. You can imagine a bride and her bridesmaids standing up this staircase and having gorgeous pictures taken. Come down here to a downstairs bedroom here that is a full bedroom with a bath attached to it. For weddings and venues, the groomsmen can come and relax in here while the bride is upstairs getting ready. Eventually what we'll have is a farmhouse is being renovated that will house the groomsmen, but in the meantime this is a fantastic area for the groomsmen just to relax and wait for the ceremony to begin. Has a full bath down here as well, so the men are not left out. Up we come up the stairs. This is a 4,300 square foot home. And so upstairs area, this stair we come up to a landing area that is good for just sitting and relaxing. And if you were renting the place out, it's good for if you needed to do some computer work and whatnot. We come into the main suite here. This is the bridal suite or the honeymoon suite, whichever one you want to call it, depending on what you're doing here. You can imagine the bridesmaids and the bride getting ready in this room. The view here is just amazing view overlooking a waterfall feature. Again, has a converted gas lamp that the prior owners set up, and that was originally a gas lamp, and it's been converted to electricity. Beautiful mirror here for the bride to get ready. We come into what I call the creme de la creme of bathrooms. This truly is an amazing area for the bride and her bridesmaids to get ready. This bathroom has 3 sinks in it. It's absolutely stunning and huge. You can imagine a makeup area right here, a hairdressing area right here, still have 2 additional sinks, plenty of mirrors for the brides and bridesmaids to get ready. Truly a really nice area. Come into the closet here. The one thing I'd like to point out is this closet drawer base. You can imagine the bridesmaids having their names here, being able to store all their materials to get ready. When you do have a wedding, one of the things the bridesmaids are very concerned about is their personal possessions and storing them, and this drawer wall will really help with that. And this really is the bridesmaids suite, and it's a really nice place for the bride to get ready. Come down here, the hall. This is a bathroom that was stuck into the original dormer, and it's really just speaks character. It has a nice original window. It's a full bathroom, and they just basically stuffed it in here in the dormer. It's really just speaks character of the actual bathroom. Coming further down the hallway here, you come into a bedroom here. Has a couple beds, and it again speaks character. It has a original dormer closet. The wall has maps from the grandparents who used to travel the countryside. And what they did is when they traveled the countryside, they would pick up maps and then just paste it on the wall here. So this isn't wallpaper, these are actual maps where the grandparents had traveled around the country. And the character that it speaks to is really phenomenal. It's just really neat. You come in here to this closet. This is an original dormer that they just made a closet out of. Again, it just speaks to the character and uniqueness of a Victorian and how you just leverage the space as is. Really neat area. Coming here to the final bedroom here. Again, you'll be seeing right into a dormer area, and this one we went ahead and just stuck a sleeper sofa in there, and you can sleep a couple more. And then you have this bed set here. Bed set came from a couple native to Texas, and this is a late 1800s period bed set, that is the tour of the inside of the Teggeman House. And what we'll do now is go and tour the grounds and some of the opportunities for some venues, as well as what we are planning for in terms of expansion. So we are now heading out the side door from the parlor room, and we are going to go take a look at the patio and pavilion area. It is flanked by a 1950s era dairy barn. This property was originally a dairy property. They raised dairy cows. The barn there was for milking cows, but in this patio area here has night lights that you can turn on and light up the patio area. We have here the completed pavilion. You see the ivy wall that is what's left of the original barn built in the 1920s. So this area is a very picturesque area that you could have, and we were happy to be able to retain the ivy wall. As we walk down and into the pavilion, it is 30 feet wide by a total of 70 feet long. It will hold well over 200 people, depending on the seating configuration. We have fans, we have heating, we have lights. What you'll see in the background here is in partial winter mode, the sides that can be placed to enclose the entire pavilion in case there is bad or cold weather, raining, whatever it might be. So these sides help protect from the elements. When you have the sides on and the heaters going, it actually stays very warm inside the house, inside this pavilion. What you also see in the background is an arbor. That arbor is actually transportable from either this deck or the wedding deck that you'll see in a few minutes. We had a wedding here a few weeks back, and they elected to have the wedding right here on the deck. That's why you see the arbor here on the deck. As you head over here towards the grass area, this is where you can have and hold rather large weddings. Either out in the open in front of the house or you can put a tent up to shade yourself from the sun. It's really all the options that are available. A tent in this area, you can put a 40 by 60 tent in this entire area. That'll house a couple hundred people. And the backdrop of these trees, you can imagine in the trees here, having a nice reception area, gathering clusters of people. It could even be pre-reception, where people just congregate as you have hors d'oeuvres served and whatnot. The shade here with the cool breeze that comes up, really phenomenal. So what we have here is the completed wedding deck area as a bride comes out of the Victorian, down around the side of the Victorian and past the big pecan trees, and then down to the wedding deck here. You can see the beautiful backdrop of the wedding deck, having this field out here. And like I had said, the arbor can be moved from where you saw it in the pavilion out to here on the wedding deck. So what we have here are newly renovated and finished bathrooms that are ADA compliant, and they're actually recycled from the original barn that had collapsed. We repurposed the siding to put it on the inside of the bathroom here.